Hi, I'm Annette Pang, co-founder of Living Manoa and Caring Manoa, two beautiful and loving care homes for seniors in Honolulu, Hawaii. Over 10 years, I've been working with seniors and their families and seeing how connections go between them and how they relate to each other, such that seniors sometimes feel a little bit left out, and even families are struggling to make a connection. Have you ever visited your loved one, your parent, auntie, uncle, neighbor, relative in a care home, and you don't know what to talk about? You don't know what to say because perhaps they're changed in physical shape and form, or perhaps they're falling asleep or not in a good mood. Have you ever looked at seniors where you just feel distant from them, or they're in a wheelchair? I'm afraid to ask them. I don't want to talk about it. Well, you're not alone. There are a lot of people who just don't really know how to relate. I even have a friend who says, I really don't want to think about old age because I think of myself aging, and maybe that's the next step to passing. So this is a section where it could be really forgotten or could be misunderstood, and what I long for is to bridge the gap and to bring out lasting, meaningful connections. Let me tell you about my story. I had a very nice relationship with my mom and dad. Loved seeing them, and for my dad particularly, we took a great trip with my family to Japan just before he passed, and we had a great time eating sushi and conversations. But there were a few things I never really got to ask him, and I'll never ever find out. Never find out. There's a forgotten, missed opportunity. And I don't want that to happen to you. I should have asked him, Dad, when did you have your first kiss? And Dad, how did you get over that problem? And how did you solve it? And what did you feel about it? Did you feel spurred by it, encouraged by it? Or when this happened to you, what should I do if it ever happens to me? These kinds of conversations that would dig in deeper, I think, would be really meaningful if I knew the answers to it. Even to say, Dad, how do you want to be celebrated at the time you pass? Or what's the legacy you want to leave? What's your words of wisdom to leave for your great-great-grandchildren who will never, ever meet you? So these are the kinds of thoughts and these are the kinds of messages I really, really want to coax out from our parents, from our loved ones, from our senior residents. And I feel so strongly that you can do this too. I really believe in this. Even though you might say, gee, I don't have the time, or I'm kind of scared, or every time I talk to my mom, she's a little bit angry because there's some past baggage there or issues, or I really want to connect, but I just feel like I don't know how to start. Well, my Treasured Senior Stories, which is a very simple journal, has a section for you to read so that you have instructions, step-by-step instructions to do each page, how to connect with your senior with a theme of the page, how to bring about some action icebreaker activity as you begin that journal page. And it's very comprehensive, yet so easy. We go into the feelings, the sensory, tactile, we go into the smells, we go into motion, we go into visualization, we go into fantasy. We engage all of these factors so that you can warm up the process. And I really feel like not only will you bring out fabulous stories and sharing from your senior, you yourself will be transformed by new knowledge, by new encouragement of who you are, of how and where you came from. And this is priceless because you'll never be able to get it looking at a family tree, or you'll never really be able to get it just looking at a photo. You'll really be able to get the words and the feelings and the thoughts out. So what I want to offer you today is something completely free. I want you to try a couple of pages from my journal. Take it home. Try it on your loved one, your mom, your dad, your auntie, your uncle, your relatives, your neighbors. Try it on them. Follow the directions on each journal page, which are going to be very self-explanatory. Write down the messages and then share the feedback with me, because I really feel very, very invigorated that you will find absolutely easy solutions to solve all of the dilemmas of how to connect with your seniors. Right here, you'll find in a small box below a section for your name, and write down your email, even if it feels a little uncomfortable because you just don't do email or you don't watch videos. Write it down so that I know I can really talk to you who really wants to get this information. And then I will send you 2 free pages right away. And if you can try it out and then give me feedback, I really think we'll be able to develop something that's going to be absolutely fabulous. So do it now, sign up today, and remember, seniors rock. Thank you.